Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, and today I called the Attorney General, uh, which I filed a complaint with last year in March. And the person that I filed it with was, excuse me, against Ross Murray, the county lawyer, county attorney, and the Jackson County Sheriff's Department. My first letter to her last year, March 23rd, 2023, was Dear Tonya, Tonja, thank you for taking the time to understand the complaint filed with General Cameron. That was Daniel Cameron, who was the Attorney General, who was elected out. We have a new Attorney General now. That 4-page complaint is attached to this email. Also attached are the following: a complaint against Ross Murray to General Cameron, Murray's photos advertising the same address and phone number as the county, which is a conflict of interest, a cease and desist letters to neighbors John and Mary Perky. Both were given to the sheriff and Ross Murray, along with an invoice for damages to my gate, photos of bullets found under my no trespassing sign and holes in the sign, bullet holes, a threat letter hand dropped in a witness's mailbox 40 minutes from here. The handwriting appears to be Mary Perky's, and the wording is from Ross Murray's Jackson County complaint form. The heading. Number 6, Chris Bowles, the neighbor, who stated that he could not return my gate, my original gate, because the law, Ross Murray, is tampering with evidence, told him that he couldn't return it. I also provided a copy of the signed witness statement to Perky on the John Deere tractor tearing down my gate in front of his 15-year-old son. Part 2 to follow, which will include your URLs to the FOIA requests and videos, photos, and voice recordings of neighbors. So I'm going to show you right here as evidence of the attachments that I provided to Tonya, the Criminal Investigations Division, in March of 2023, the Attorney General's office. What I'm holding there are the bullets that I found, that were found underneath the no trespassing sign. Nobody took the time to match the bullets with the Perky's weapon or anybody's weapon. Okay, so that was the first letter that I sent. And again, this is for evidentiary purposes. That was March 23rd, 2023. That was part 1 complaint. I have 5 parts that I sent. And it all ended with my following up on August 13, and I have not received a response from them yet. It's more than a year later. Okay? So I'm going to say here in May, I wrote to Daniel Cameron, Attorney General, April 23rd, 2023. Follow up on investigation and complaint against County Prosecutor Ross Murray and the Jackson County Sheriff's Department. Dear General Cameron, I'm writing to follow up on a complaint filed with your office February 13, 2023. I was forwarded to your representative to the Criminal Investigations Department. After speaking with 2 investigative representatives, I provided the required documents via email on the following dates. Please confirm receipt of the evidence emailed to Investigations March 23, 2023, March 27, 2023, April 4, 2023, April 18, 2023, parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have left 3 voice messages for Investigations on March 28, 2023, April 11, 2023, and April 17, 2023. No one has returned my call or followed up on the evidence provided. However, I received an email from a Muck Rock disabling my 4-plus-year-old account as a result of this investigation. It appears that someone contacted Muckrock to disable my FOIA request account, documenting the violations by the Jackson County Sheriff and Ross Murray, the county lawyer. This is clearly evidence tampering during a criminal investigation and deeply alarming. There is more to the criminal events that are taking place on my property. I have accurately described these events in audio, video, and in writing, and rather than extend this document to additional pages, in the not-too-distant future, I will present that information to you under another heading. Please confirm receipt of the documents requested and when I may hear the results of your investigation in writing. Thank you for taking the time to review these important issues, and if you require additional information, do not hesitate to contact me at blah. Now, this is an email. When I didn't hear back via email, I sent a registered certified letter, return receipt. It was signed for. I have a copy of the receipt, and I still received no response. So, let's see. Here's part 4. I documented Dear Investigations. Attached, please find the plethora of harassing messages from a cyber stalker. And I'm not going to say the name. We all know who this creature is and all of his aliases. Located in Minnesota, this creature began stalking me on YouTube mid-December. He searched the internet for my phone number and left a nasty voice message and then a text message. I received several nasty and vulgar emails. I asked him to stop, and he continued. He created doxing, defamatory videos about me and others. And he creates them, and he tags all of my subscribers and me, and refuses to remove them. He searched the internet for my home address and went to Google Maps and zoomed into my property and posted the aerial view on his YouTube channel. Then he created a video about how I should keep my personal information personal when my information is not posted online. He also stalked and performed a search to post my personal information online. He has been reported to YouTube dozens of times, to me, my personal subscribers. I finally called the Jackson County Sheriff's Department to document the incidents for fear of my safety. This cyber stalker is mentally unsound, narcissistic, and delusional, calling himself the alpha male of the internet. Jackson County Sheriff claims it's not their jurisdiction, yet the victim, me, lives here in Kentucky. It is an incidence of Ross Murray speaking to the Sheriff's Department, blocking the crimes taking place against me here and protecting the perpetrators. I create videos on YouTube about these crimes as follows. So I provided 7 such videos. And then I provided photos of what he did. Okay, here you go. To which I received no response from the Attorney General's office here in Kentucky, and I live in Jackson County, Kentucky, from the Criminal Investigations Division. So I filed a Part 5. Please see the attached documentation of neighbor Mary Perky, who has been videotaped, recorded, and warned with a cease and desist. 1. An envelope and threat letter left in Johnny Christopher's mailbox 40 minutes away on a Friday night. Christopher works on my property and witnessed the tearing down of my gate with the masked John, also known as Jay Perky, also videotaped. The language on her threat letter was replicated from Ross Murray, the county lawyer's statement form. Questions. How did Mary Perky obtain the home address of my witness? 2. Did Ross Murray provide her a copy of the witness statement? 3. Is it illegal to copy a county attorney's legal document language into a threat letter? 4. Why didn't Ross Murray file charges against these neighbors given the amount of evidence? I want a restraining protective order, and Murray has blocked it in addition to not fulfilling FOIA requests and lying about the events. 5. Isn't it illegal to threaten or coerce an eyewitness? Please provide me an update of your investigation into these serious matters. If you require additional information by sending certified mail, please advise. So here you go. So then I provided with them the handwritten envelope, the threat letter, the no trespassing signs that were posted on my property, illegally trespassing and leaving that nonsense on my property. So then, today, I called.
Your call is very important to us, and we would like to connect you to the right office who can serve you. You can also reach Attorney General Coleman at ag.ky.gov. If you know the extension of the office you'd like to reach, please press 9. To report claims for price gouging or other related concerns, please press 1. For additional options, please press 5. To reach the Office of Consumer Protection, press 1. To reach the Office of Rate Intervention, press 2. To reach the Office of Victims Advocacy, press 3. To reach the Office of Medicaid Fraud and Abuse Control, press 4. To reach the Office of Human Trafficking and Child Abuse Prevention and Prosecution, press 5. To reach the Criminal Appeals Division, press 6. To reach the Prosecutors Advisory Council, press 7. For all other concerns or requests, please press 0.
I pressed 0.
I'm pressing 0. October 24, 2024. Office of the Attorney General Switchboard, how can I direct your call?
Yes, hi, switchboard. I've been trying to call actually for the better part of a year and a half. I filed a criminal investigations complaint with the investigations in 2023. I followed up several times. Nobody's returning my call, getting back to me. And this was with Daniel Cameron. Now we have a new Attorney General. Can you direct me to the proper place?
1 moment, please.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, extension number 502-696-5373 didn't answer. You've reached the voicemail of Content Casey. Please leave a message.
Yes, hi, Tanja. My name is Lorraine Valenti. I left a message previously on the main line. I filed several complaints last year with when Daniel Cameron was the Attorney General. I provided parts 1 through 5 and then a follow-up via certified mail return receipt requested. No one has gotten back to me. I would like in writing a result of your criminal investigations as to the Sheriff's Department here at Jackson County, Kentucky, and the attorney, Ross Murray, who is the county lawyer here. It appears to be they're involved in violations of Title 18, Section 241 and 242. I believe that they're trying to grab my land by vandalizing it and not reporting it to you. And they're employing neighborhood watch people to harass, throw IEDs on my property, vandalize the property, steal my pets, harass me, burn down my my crop. The list is endless, but I haven't heard back from you. The first complaint was filed in March 2023. I filed a follow-up April 2023, another April 2023, May 2023, and August 2023. No results back from you. My phone number is 7. Okay, men and women, subscribers. The call was a little bit longer than that, but I didn't want my phone number listed on there. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit because there's something else that I want you to hear on here, but I'm going to mute this right now to get rid of my phone number, and then we'll continue. It was sent to dcforce@ky.gov. I was transferred to you by the main board. I've left several messages for you over the last year. No one has returned the call. I'd like to know why, and I would like it in writing, the result of your criminal investigation. And also with regard to the FOIA requests of violations and the fact that it appears as if the county lawyer, after receiving the complaint from your office, had it in his mind to remove all of my public FOIA requests, all 41 of them over 3 years. I believe that that's another criminal activity. But I've got more to share with you, and I will be filing an updated complaint. So I would appreciate your getting back to me on the original complaint with Attorney General Daniel Cameron. Property, the destruction of it is really off the charts. This goes above and beyond just puncturing a little hole in vinyl siding. They're literally digging out the entire creek to create trees to collapse. I actually called a tree guy who had been here, I guess, a year or so ago, and it sort of went straight to voicemail, which isn't a big deal because it could be that he's working and that's what happens. But it could be that somebody has intercepted my call. And I believe many of my phone calls have been intercepted. But I also saw, and thank you so much, 2 individuals that sent me videos of a YouTube creator called the Reluctant Prophet. This Reluctant Prophet has been documenting the harassment of this one particular individual who lives in the middle of nowhere like me. And it appears as if the FBI is sending surveillance planes that turn off their transponders when they get over his property. The transponder, when it's turned off, means that you cannot locate them. And what they're doing is they're setting up these private planes under these fake businesses. Front businesses. Again, that's what they're called, front businesses. And you have to wonder if some of these front businesses are managed not only by my favorite Bureau of Instigation, but Infraguard, who is their right hand, and many of those Infraguard people are retired military. So, not an everyday person is going to be able to fly these planes and helicopters and stuff. I mean, you need a pilot's license. Not everybody's got one of those. So where do they get somebody like that? Infraguard. These are retired military people, maybe the Air Force. Maybe they pay private people to go and get their licenses to surveil people through the air. Well, it turns out, and I will probably be recording more of this, because right now I'm recording on a digital recorder that I'll have to play back for you guys. Let me see if I can find it here. So this secretly has been spying on Americans from the skies. A new Associated Press investigation shows that the Bureau has its own little Air Force with scores of planes flying over American cities, recording video and tracking cell phone conversations. Charlene Aaron files this report.
In a recent 30-day period, the FBI flew above more than 30 cities in 11 states, recording video and listening in on the cell phone conversations of Americans.
Welcome back, everyone. Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments section.
The operated fleet of planes. And they use front companies to protect the safety and identity. FBI using low-flying planes for surveillance. Aerial surveillance. But the program raises questions about intrusive opportunities for government spying. The FBI said it uses it to shield and protect the front companies. Protect the front companies. Don't disclose the names. They asked, please don't disclose the names. One is in Bristow, Virginia. Briscoe. It's called Taffy Consulting, T-A-F-Y Consulting. All these front companies. And they've been harassing this one man. There's a plane that took off from International Airport, according to the aircraft, owned by a company called Taffy, T-A-F-Y. N809RH. Taffy Consulting. Oh, yeah, it's always a consulting group. Bristol, Virginia. They're known to be fronts for my favorite Bureau of Instigation. Aerial surveillance. N0809RH is the plane. It's a white plane with a black stripe. Small plane. Aircraft registration. 2004 Cessna 206H fixed wing. Flying over this guy's house. All for a disorderly conduct charge? What a waste of taxpayer money. They turn off the transponders so that you can't track them. It's Mr. Gold. His name is Mr. Gold. Just a coincidence? I think not. But anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, exposing one criminal.
My name is Robert Fromer, and I'm a senior attorney at the Institute for Justice.
Institute for
Justice is a public interest nonprofit law firm that has fought for people's constitutional rights for over 30 years. And in fact, we sued the city of Norfolk when it violated Central Radio's First Amendment rights, and we won that case going all the way up to the Supreme Court. We litigated in a number of areas: free speech, as I mentioned, economic liberty, educational choice, and what brings us here today, the right for private property. And no one can enjoy private property. No one can really benefit from private property without feeling secure in that property, being able to enjoy it without fear of being stalked or tracked. And in fact, that's such an important principle of private property that the Federal Court of Appeals, for where we sit, including in Virginia, Maryland, and other states, ruled that Baltimore, flying a single plane up in the sky 12 hours a day to look down at the populace and see what they were doing, was an unconstitutional search.
I think it's time for this country to take back our country. This is an issue of government transparency. We can't trust a government that does not trust its people. We're going to uncover the cover-up, and I hope this is just the beginning of more people coming forward about this.
I think I'll be coming forward about it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Reluctant Prophet. I sent you an email. I hope you receive it. I will be contacting several other people. I just called the Attorney General and just recorded that message that I left for them. I reported public corruption here in 2023 with the former Attorney General Daniel Cameron, and nothing happened. The only thing that did happen is they evidently contacted the local county lawyer prosecutor who contacted Muckrock, where I had an account for 3 years, and I filed 41 FOIA requests that I paid for, public FOIA requests. I wanted them made public for a reason. That's why Muckrock has their platform for public transparency. Well, evidently, after I filed my complaint, through the investigations, Ross Murray evidently contacted Muckrock, and my account was taken down, including all 41 FOIA requests that were public. So when you sign on to Muckrock now and you go to look for my county, you will find 0 requests, meaning that everything that's being done to my property, to me here, is being hidden from view. They don't want anybody to know what's happening here. Well, I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. I'm going to make it known. I want everybody to know what's being done to my property, to me personally here, to my pets, and who's involved. We already know that Eddie and Scarlett Marks are involved. We already know that John and Mary Perky are involved. I've got them on video tearing down my gate. Yeah. We already know the Sheriff's Department is involved. We already know that the Zoom boy up the block, I can't even say the name of the street. We know that he's involved. They all know he's involved. They all know who's trespassing my property and performing the vandalism. They're doing it for profit. And it came to my attention that this same lawyer, along with a relative of Eddie Marks, a brother, has stolen property from others in the past that was duly willed to someone else. Well, for the record, I have a will, and it wasn't created by the assistant prosecutor, because evidently, even though she advertises to write wills, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. She doesn't know how to write a will. She doesn't know how to cut and paste a will that's already been created into her own stationery. And she, too, was reported to the Attorney General Daniel Cameron last year in 2023. Nothing was done. I received no response from Criminal Investigations Attorney General last year. Nothing in writing, nothing via phone call, no follow-ups, no nothing. It's like it didn't exist. Well, I'm sorry, it does exist, and I will persist, and I will be filing another complaint. And if I have to contact attorney after attorney to take my case, that's what I will do. And yes, and thank you, Richard, for telling me about the Brady list. I haven't had time, but the Brady list is where you report public officials who are corrupt. Attorneys, police officers, sheriffs, and stuff. So don't go to the attorney board. That's, where they investigate their own selves and find that there's nothing wrong. It's sort of like going to internal affairs of a police department and filing a complaint. What a waste of time. Yeah. So anyway, this is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll post this video recorded for you guys later.